Hello everyone, just thought I'd go through and show you my 43X MOS. This is my carry gun and I showed it on my EDC video, but thought I'd do a little bit more in-depth review and video showing you kind of my setup, why I have it this way, and any issues that I've encountered along the way. So I guess categorically we'll go tip to butt. I'm not running a comp on here right now. I've seen people suggest the Radian Ramjet, and I saw a video by a YouTuber going over how it reduces the recoil, so I might have to look into that. I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to changing the internals on my guns. I like to keep them pretty stock, at least for the ones I'm carrying or could potentially be using, because I want the utmost reliability possible. So I'll have to look into that and see what the reliability looks like and then go from there. But up front, I do have a TLR7X sub, which is the Streamlight. It is 500 lumens, 5,000 candela, does about 141 meters of throw, which is pretty nice. It is momentary if you hold, and then you can turn it on and off. So, oh, by the way, this is empty for everyone's sake. So, but yeah, so far so good. I really like the light. I've never had to use my gun, but having the light, I think, in my opinion, is really nice, because if I'm ever involved in like a night shooting or something like that, or I just need to identify what I'm shooting at for whatever reason, if that ever is the case, I think that's a great option to have, rather than to be trying to look at something in the dark and be blind. So that's kind of my thought on this. Light's been good. I had one issue where I was taking this off and then putting it back on, and this screw, I must have over torqued it or something, but it just sheared off this other half back here. So I can throw up some pictures and show you guys exactly what happened, but it broke and the gun was not carryable anymore because my holster is built with light retention in it. So that's my only holster, so I couldn't carry the gun at that time. I had to go to a different carry gun, and it was really a little frustrating. But I emailed Streamlight, and they sent me replacement kit free of charge. I think it might have taken about a week, which was really nice of them. Great customer service. The only thing was that it broke. So that's my only complaint so far. If you shoot this a lot like I do, you can build up carbon on this front lens, but one of the tricks that I've seen is you can use grease or like lip balm or something on the front here so it doesn't cloud up anymore, and that's what I've done, and it's worked pretty good, so I like that. I've got the basic iron sights on it, so nothing really there. I might get raised backup sights just in case the dot goes down, but I guess moving back, I have just the stock Glock trigger. It's fine for what it is. So like, it is a Glock trigger. It's not like the crispest thing in the world. It's not like a Geisley trigger on my rifles for anything, but you get a little bit of a take up and then a wall and then little mushy, but then a break. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I actually particularly like Glock triggers. I'm a little weird like that, but Glocks have been what I've been shooting for a long time. So I have the most trigger time behind Glock triggers, and they just are comfortable for me. So you got that. Just a basic slide. The 43X MOS does have serrations up front, which is nice for racking and checking and stuff like that. And moving on down, I do have the Shield Arms Glock catch, or I guess it's called a mag catch from Shield. It is made of steel because I do run their S15 Gen 3 mags. This is the 20 rounder, so it's 15 plus 5. Anyways, if you run the standard Glock catch, you'll have trouble with these steel mags. You can tear up the Glock catch and also have some reliability issues. I guess this one, according to Shield's website, is that it's lower profile. They say it's ambidextrous, so I guess you can flip it. I've never tried because I don't shoot lefty. It's got some nice like stippling here, so texture, so you can kind of feel it. It's pretty nice, pretty tactile. Really shoots the mags out when you use it. It was a bit of a pain to install, but once I got it, I haven't really had any issues with it. So I guess after I talked about the mag catches, I can talk about the mags. So these are the Shield mags. These are what I run primarily. I have a 15 rounder that I carry for my duty, not duty, but concealed carry every day. And so it fits in there, pretty concealable. And yeah, I like these over the standard 10 round Glock mags, just because 10 rounds and 15 rounds, I would prefer to have more. And I haven't had any reliability issues with these mags. I have seen at least the older versions, like the Gen 2 mags, people had issues with them, whether that was cycling or failure to feed or eject. And I saw that some people could have issues because of these two screws not tightened down properly, but since the Gen 3 came out, I haven't seen any issues like that. So I've been really pleased with them. They've performed really well. I do know that with this mag catch, you do have some issues with the standard OEM Glock mags. I don't know if you can see that, but they kind of wear down a little bit more because it is a steel mag catch, and the Glock mags are polymer. So that's an issue that I haven't really had too much issue with. Sometimes these get a little tight, but after working them for a while, they're not the worst thing in the world. They still work. I usually only carry them as like a backup mag or for extra mags on the range anymore, because just 10 rounds kind of sucks. And I think Glock did that because they didn't want the 43X going against the 19 as far as standard round count and capacity. So that's that. Up top, I have a DPP titanium plate. It's been a great plate, and a Holosun 407K. It's the X2, so it is a 6 MOA dot. I kind of wanted something that I could bring it up and really get quick target acquisition with the dot, not really have to worry about losing the dot potentially. So I've had a lot of practice on it. I think the dot makes you quite a better shooter as far as like target acquisition and stuff. You only have 1 point of aim to line up rather than 2. So that's kind of my reasoning for purchasing the red dot. As far as everything else goes, I have goon tape on the grip just because it gives me a little bit more texture and feel, and if my hands get wet or something, it can help there. And then I have the Empire Katana Magwell, which it is expensive. I think at the time I'm videoing this, it's like $85. And they say it makes you a better shooter, gives you better grip, and all that stuff. And I'm not sure entirely about that, but having shot this gun before and after putting this on, I can say it is really nice to have a little bit more purchase area here, and it kind of gives your grip a little bit more torque that you can put on the gun to manage recoil. So I like that. It's supposed to help with reloading mags. I'm not quite sure it does, but it definitely helps with the overall grip of it. And my friend who has bigger hands, he got the exact same thing, and he says it helps a lot. So I think if you're looking for something to improve the shootability, it definitely helps, but how much, that's kind of up to you and your hands and stuff like that. So overall, it's been a great gun. I've put hundreds of rounds through it. I don't think I'm quite to 1,000 yet. I got it secondhand, so it probably has more than that on it. But yeah, great little gun. I love Glocks. They're super reliable. I've only ever had like maybe 2 or 3 malfunctions with it, and that was due to the ammo I was using. I was shooting some cheap steel cased ammo and aluminum cased ammo that I had lying around at the range, but now I mostly just shoot brass cased ball ammo like CCI Blazer or something like that. So yeah, pretty good little gun. Some of the things that I might change in the future, I thought about getting a Glock performance trigger just to get a little bit better at shooting for it. I'm also thought about maybe getting the EPS carry. So this is an open emitter versus the EPS carry is an enclosed emitter. Basically all that is that if you get like junk up in here, it can obscure the emitter and then you can lose your dot. So I thought about getting the enclosed emitter, but since I've been carrying this, I haven't had any issues with anything getting in there and obscuring it. So I might just keep it how it is for now. Outside of that, I have been carrying the T-Rex Arms sidecar for a little over a year and a half now. It's been a good holster, but I think I'm going to start looking for something else. So I know a lot of people commented in my EDC video about the holsters they run, so I might check some of those out. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. I would love to hear your guys' opinions and what kind of setups you have. And then as far as like carry belts go and stuff like that, this has been my carry belt. I rotate between this and just a leather belt. This is just a proper rigger's belt that I've had for a little while, and it's fine. I just want something a little bit more rigid and sturdy for when I'm carrying. So if you guys also have any suggestions on belts or anything like that, I would love to hear it. Other than that, and maybe the comp up front, that's kind of it. I've been very satisfied with this gun. It shoots well. It's easy to conceal. You get a lot of ammo for the size. And it's relatively thin, so can't really complain. I know a lot of people run these as their concealed carry gun, so I would highly recommend if you're looking for one on something like this, I would go with this. I know some people tend to go with maybe like the P365XL, which is also a great gun. And I've even seen people carry like 19s and 19Xs. So just depends on what you are and where you're at, kind of how you dress, what your concealability is, and even the laws in your state. So if you're in the market, 43X MOS, great gun, in my opinion, would highly recommend. So that's kind of the breakdown on everything on this gun, why I chose it, and my experiences with it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. If you'd like to see more content like this, like and subscribe. If you want to see different content, also feel free to leave it down in the comments, and I would love to hear your feedback. So thanks guys, have a good one.